Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode. Today we are going to be digging into what's to be expected in September. Happy September, guys, which means we are officially in fall seasons, which is my favorite season, of course, Halloween season. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, guys. So do not forget that I also have a Patreon, which means that they get to take advantage of seeing these videos early. Also, they get a little bit of fun things like mystical mail sent to them monthly. So go check that out, as well as to check out the rest of my social media, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitch. All of that is in my link tree or in my bio or in the description below. And let's not forget about today's sponsor. It is Modern Mystic Tarot Deck. This is a deck that I have created for beginner tarot readers. You've got your reverse, forward, what the sign of the card is, the zodiac sign, and the element. We have brought the imagery into today's day and age, like-minded. It is all an indie deck, which means it's all in-house, made by me. It's not shipped off to a facility. So each deck is individually different. And I am so excited. So if you want this, everything will be linked in the description below. If you want to support my small business, I would appreciate it. So yes, so my name is Luna. I am a professional tarot reader of going on almost about 9 years now. And my love for tarot, as you guys see, I created my own tarot deck. I really respect the art of tarot. And yeah, I'm just really excited. So let's go ahead and dig into the September reading. All right, guys, welcome back, and let's dig into what's to be expected for September. And as always, I'm going to make sure that I shuffle the deck on camera because I know that you guys like the shuffling. So let's get that started here. All right. Let's see what is to be expected for September, Spirit. Spirit and universe, show us the start of spooky season. What is to be expected? And this is going to be a general overall reading, guys, okay? So just take what resonates, leave what doesn't, as always. All right, let's see if you guys can see this. Yes, perfect. Okay. Look at this, the Hierophant. So maybe there's some understandings and teachings that are going to happen in the month of September. Maybe there's also a sense of trusting yourself as well, opening yourself up to maybe new ideas. Maybe you're going to be the teacher. Maybe there's something that you need to perceive to others. So look at something as far as learning something new, teaching, things like that. Also, the Hierophant card can mean spirituality. So maybe there's a sense of really more grounding or digging yourself into your spiritual side. So maybe September, this is a good way to start maybe some new rituals. As September 1st, you know, maybe blowing some cinnamon into your front door, setting your abundance bowls, things like that. So maybe you really start looking at your grounding, manifesting in September, and see if that is something that maybe needs to be learned, changing, or maybe you're the one that will be teaching others in the month of September. And the Nine of Cups. So some of us, it looks like some of us might be working towards our wish fulfillment. So this means working harder. This means maybe putting in the work in your relationship or saving more money, whatever it might mean. This brings in stability, satisfaction, and luxury in your life. But the thing is this card isn't guaranteed. Nothing in tarot is guaranteed. It is all just guidance at this point. So the Nine of Cups is showing wish fulfillment in the sense that we're looking at 9 cups sitting on the table. And if one of them is filled with something that isn't attainable or approachable at the moment, we might have to dump it out and fill it with something that is. So this is the time to really look at everything in your life. What is it that you are trying to accomplish? What is it that you are wanting to pursue? And ask yourself, what is my fulfillment? What brings me fulfillment in life, so that you can start pursuing the right things? So now's the time to start making a list and making sure that we can start attaining this fulfillment in September. It's not too late. This is your sign. The Three of Pentacles. Ooh, some of you might be networking or looking for some help out there as well. It is okay to ask for help. I know I need to hear this often myself because I am very stubborn and find help as a negative thing when in all reality it's not. It actually is a positive thing. So this is maybe something I could learn as well. So asking for help, maybe there's a sense of networking, collaborations, looking for like-minded people in situations, whether it's work, whether it's you know, something on the side. Maybe it's something to do with something fun or an adventure you're going on or an idea you have. So maybe there's a sense of really opening yourself up to all of your ideas and sharing them with like-minded people. So in September, let's try to not be bored. Let's try to not let these situations weigh us down. Maybe there's just a lack of, you don't know what you want to do. And I feel like a lot of us go through that situation where it's like we want to do something that we love to do. Sorry for the shaking of the camera here. Something that we love to do, but we don't know what it is. So if things are boring you or things are not necessarily going the way that you need it to, we need to start looking at both of these cards here. There is a reason why these cards are being pulled, especially this third one as well. So maybe this is just because you're like, you know, I don't really have a direction I want to go. I don't know what I want to do and I'm confused. So the Ace of Wands in reverse is definitely something we need to start spiritually really digging into and asking ourselves, what is it I want to do in the month of September? Where, or not even in September, or just start thinking about like, you know, what is it that would make me happy? Because new beginnings are coming in for you with the Fool card. This is all about trusting the universe. Maybe sometimes you just need to say to yourself, you know what, universe, I'm giving all of my energy and my path to you because I understand that you know what's always going to be best for me. And I know sometimes that can be scary because trusting in the universe means that the universe might bring in negative things. And sometimes we might see those negative things and say, oh, things are happening to me, when in all reality, they're happening for you. So if you start noticing the universe is taking away things, it's because the universe is your friend. It knows and sees things that are no longer serving you. So really trust in the universe, trust in those new beginnings, and take it as an adventure one step at a time going into September. So if new opportunities open themselves, maybe we should be more yes people in September. The Knight of Cups. Wow, we're really, really screaming at you right now. The universe is for sure. So we have to start following our heart, okay? We have to start following our heart, as cheesy as that sounds. We have to find the charm. We have to take our cup and go find what makes us happy and fill it. Fill it with what brings in beauty, what brings our imagination to the surface, what brings in love for ourselves, that passion. Emotionally. All right, let's pull some more here. All right. Let's see, we've got, ooh, okay. All right. So I'm going to start backwards up. Sometimes I feel more drawn to go this direction than I do this direction. So yes, the Three of Swords. Listen, things aren't always going to work out the way that you expect them to. That's life. We go through things, breakups, frustrations, losing our career. Things are just not working out. You know, they may be working out for the last 6 months and all of a sudden it's like, wow, things are just not working. And in September, there's a sense of realizing like, listen, yes, we go through this emotional aspect. We go through this heartbreak. We go through this depression, this anxiety. But we honestly have to understand that this is a part of cycles sometimes, right? So we have to look at the situation and say, am I making sure that I am sticking to my routine? And whatever it might be, relationships have a routine, right? Careers have a routine. Everything that you do in life has a routine. And you have to ask yourself, am I causing this Three of Swords? And no, sometimes things happen and the Three of Swords is a result of those situations, of other situations or people. But sometimes you have to look at it. And because the Knight of Pentacles are sitting next to it, this is kind of insinuating that you might be the reason why you might be in the Three of Swords situation. Remember, tarot is about your energy, not necessarily about other people's energy. I do say in my readings, it could be from other situations because it absolutely could. Not everything is always our fault. We understand that. But here with the Knight of Pentacles, this is all about keeping you responsible. This is all about keeping yourself productive in situations. If things are not working and you don't see the things the way that you expect them to, well, guess what? You have to go find it. You have to put in that hard work, stay consistent and stay on your routine, because if you don't, you're not going to see what it is that you're looking for. So remind yourself of that every day. Am I holding myself responsible? Am I doing everything I possibly could? And if you are going to sit there and say, well, maybe this, then maybe that's your sign to say, I need to start holding myself a little bit more responsible for my situations. Maybe who you surround yourself with, what job you have, your happiness, all of this is controlled by you. And a lot of people say it's not, but that's where we have to start changing the way that we think. And that comes into trusting yourself with your intuition. You need to start setting your morals a little bit higher here with the High Priestess. She expects nothing less than what it is that she deserves, and she knows it. So understanding that the High Priestess sees and knows all of the outcomes, and she's not stressed because she knows her worth. So you need to start trusting more within yourself and that gut instinct. When your mind says something, when your gut says something, you need to start listening to it in the month of September. And this goes hand in hand with the Magician card. So you have the wand, the pentacle, the sword, the cup, all of that in your metaphorical magical tool bag. So now we can create whatever situation, whatever changes in our life that we need in September. It doesn't just mean that we sit back and not take responsibility. No, you have to put in work with manifestation. It doesn't just happen by snapping your fingers and sitting on the couch. There is a sense of believing that your worth is truly there, that you are worthy of everything that you deserve. You have to understand that that comes with manifestation. There's almost a delusion, a delulu state that comes with it. And I know some readers hate it when other readers say that, but honestly, if you're not good at manifesting, delusion is the best way to explain how to manifest, because in your mind, you're creating a situation where it hasn't happened yet. You're like, you know what? I'm going to get that red convertible because I am worthy of that red convertible. And you know it in your soul. It's not just saying it. It's about believing it. And that's where sometimes delusion has to come into play, because you know what? You do. So if you have to convince yourself you're delusional and continue in that state, then you know what? Do it. Absolutely do it. So now's the time to start creating and putting in that magic as a master manifester in September. So maybe let's change our mind in September. What is it going to hurt for 1 month to say, you know what? I'm not going to be negative about situations anymore. When I see an opportunity, I'm not going to say, well, that's a lot of work, or I'm not worthy, or who's going to listen? Instead, say, you know what? That sounds awesome. I am going to create that for myself. I am worthy of that. Change the way you speak in the month of September. If you catch yourself saying negative things, High Priestess and Magician right away. Nope, we're going to do something different in September. I'm going to give it a shot and hold myself responsible. So with these new paths and new crossroads that you are sitting in, it is now time to start making decisions. Are we going to go left, right, front, back? Which decisions are we going to make? And the Judgment card is seriously looking at yourself and asking, am I really doing everything necessary? We're trying to find that clarity that comes with the Judgment, the understanding. And the Judgment isn't about I suck type of judgment. It's a good judgment. It's a judgment that makes you think about things in your life. And this is everything. So you have something new coming in for you, but there's a lot of you holding yourself back, unfortunately. So we need to start changing our mindset in the way that we look into this situation. So we are going to go ahead and pull an angel number here. I'm going to try something new with this video and not take as many breaks in the video. So let's just go ahead and pull angel number here. All right, 6464 is our angel number of September. Nurture your mind and body regularly. Engage in activities like reading, exercising, and getting enough rest. This will only enhance your physical well-being, but also boost your mental clarity and focus in enabling you to handle life's challenges with ease. So maybe in September, we're pulling ourselves out of our comfort zone. Maybe it's time that we start walking every day, going to the gym, picking up a resistance band. Maybe it's time that we start looking at new opportunities and start learning new things. And we set times that we physically go to bed. So maybe we need to get rid of one thing that might be causing situations in our life where we can't sleep. So there's a whole sense of needing to take care of yourself mentally so that the rest of this can fall into place for you. So there's a lot of change that needs to start in September, my viewers. All right, let's pull a spirit animal. Let's see what they have to say for the month of September here. All right. Ooh, we have the freedom, which is the horse. You must break out of any limitations that are holding you back. Whether you are self-imposed or put on by others, people, or society, break free and run faster toward your dreams. So we're changing our mindset. We are not allowing people into our life that no longer deserve us, in situations that no longer deserve us. And it's not only people that talk about us, because you know what, who cares what those people say? Honestly, it's not, their thoughts are not worth anything to us. What's really happening here, and I believe from this reading, is us. We need to stop seeing ourselves as a piece of garbage. We need to stop seeing ourselves as somebody who isn't capable of doing things, because what happens if you did take that step and you got everything you could have ever hoped for, but all it took was for you to stay consistent and change your mindset and know your worth and reevaluate you? You know, that is something that you can change in December. That's an easy change. And I will say that that is an easy change. And if anybody says it's not, that's just another excuse for yourself, viewer. So September is all about holding yourself accountable. Okay, let's see what crystal we should probably hold in our pockets in September. Oh my goodness. There we go. Let's see what garnet has to hold. Ignite your passion. Let's look in the book. Garnet. All right, let's see here. All right, garnet. You need to spice up your life. Light a match and kindle your fiery, passionate nature. The heated energy that comes from raw passion will fuel your sense of excitement in everything you do. Instead of succumbing to what, at times, can be a monotony of everyday routines, approach the people and projects in your life with enthusiasm and renewed vigor. This perspective will energize all areas of your life, including your relationships, career challenges, and projects. And so here's some affirmations you can say. My inner fire brings passion to every day. Today, do one thing and listen to a song that gets you fired up. So it's time to really start looking at your passions, guys. It's really time to start questioning those passions. So let's get a garnet, necklace, bracelet, whatever it is, put it under your pillowcase, hold it in your purse. Make sure to cleanse them during the full moons, which is coming up on September 7th. That's our corn moon coming in. Really, really exciting. Okay, so I always like to do a cute little feel-good card here. Let's do a good feel-good card. This is my frog with the boots. This is so cute. And all of these decks will be linked below in the description if you guys are interested. I do have an Amazon storefront. I am my own timeline. I will not compare my journey to anyone else's. No, because everybody else's journeys are different. Yes, sometimes people get it easier in life, and sometimes people have to keep fighting and having doors slammed in their face, and then they have to keep opening more doors and more doors. But you cannot look at somebody and say, I need to be there. We all started somewhere, okay? And it doesn't mean that you're not deserving of things because things don't come easy to you. All right, maybe that's your path. Maybe that was the path that was chosen and you can handle everything that comes your way. Absolutely. And you have to say that to yourself. Just because so-and-so is further than me doesn't mean I'm not going to be where they are. Just means you have more lessons to be learned in situations. So do not forget that, okay? Do not forget that. And I think I want to pull one of these beautiful cards. All right. All right, let me grab the beautiful book for this one. And this one is called My Magical Spirit Oracle Deck. And this one is all about energy. So let me look up the energy card here. This one is 44. Let me see here. Sorry, guys, this is a big book here. All right. I am calling my energy and power back to me. The garden, the nature witch, she who blooms, giving yourself the chance to flourish means following yourself that energy. This card is a sign that it would be empowering for you to assess where you have been channeling your energy to what, to whom, and how much. You may feel scattered or fatigued. Are you placing your focus on too many things, people, or problems at once? You may not have enough power to fuel the things you actually want. You could also be drained from worrying about petty or insignificant things. Tend to your own personal energy, your garden, and become conscious of where that energy is going. It's time to nourish yourself so your desires have the chance to bloom, to blossom. You can only attract butterflies, blessings, if you have flowers to do so. Be the garden that draws in life you are worthy of. The energy card is a sign to call your energy back to your soul, life, dreams, and core values. You cannot give to others if you cannot give to yourself. You will not be helpful to yourself or anybody else. A weak energy field can lead to a weakened existence. Your energy is your power. Many cultures have long held beliefs about the metaphysical nature of the soul, or auric fields, energy centers, and chakras, often accompanied by practices to help revive, cleanse, and align ourselves. When this soul core of ours is off, misaligned, or depleted, things seem off. You can get all the sleep your body needs, but you're still tired because of an energetic level. So yeah, there's a lot of work. And remember when I said a lot has to do with you this month and working on you and the way that you think and your energy and what you put into things. There is a lot that needs to be done in September, viewers, with yourself. So I would say it starts with you. It starts with the way you speak to yourself and the energy you put out there, because that is manifesting. When you think negatively, that's all you're going to bring in. So when you find yourself being negative, when you find yourself being tired or whatever it is, you need to assess the situation and say, I need sleep. I need to do this. We need to start focusing more on you this month and how we can reevaluate, because I think that this is where your blockages are coming from. So in September, there's a lot of focus on you and care for you. So it's time to start being selfish in September, my viewers, okay? So this does come to the end of the reading for what is to be expected in September. I just want to say thank you guys so much. If you've made it to the end of this video, please put pumpkin spice latte in the comment section below, just to let me know that you guys do make it through my videos. I like to see how many people are actually viewing. So thank you to anybody who has made it to the end of the video. It does mean the world to me. Don't forget to hit that like button, that subscribe button, and hit the notification bell so when my videos do go live. And as always, I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next video.